the opening vistas of space promise high costs as well as high reward. We set sail on this new sea because there is new knowledge to be gained. The exploration of space is one of the great adventures of all time. And we mean to be a part of it. We mean to lead it.
Dan responding to hail. You are cleared to dock. Welcome to UC Space.
Like it, love.
Something you might be interested in.
Vanguard?
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard.
Actually, I'm with Vanguard. You Captain Marquez? I need to speak with you.
You're here for me? Did I miss a briefing or something?
There's a wanted man in this sector, and I need to find him?
Think you got some bad information. If there was a wanted man in our skies, he wouldn't still be out there. Unless... Are you talking about the Warlock? There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it, and at least 2 never came back. Aetheria's debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them. But if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well, I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting.
What's so dangerous about this part of Aetheria's orbit?
Well, the original dense star station was destroyed decades ago during the Serpent's Crusade by marauding House Varun zealots. Big part of the remains from those battles ended up gathering around Aetheria, forming a nasty debris field. Every now and then, some headstrong scrapper comes limping back because they hit an 80-year-old mine. Or sometimes they don't come back at all. Though, maybe it's not just the field that's been picking them off.
What else can you tell me about this Warlock?
I mean, I honestly thought it was just a story board haulers told to amuse each other. But if the pilot of the Warlock really has been dusting our people, well, hopefully you're about to make our skies a whole lot safer.
Okay. Anything else I should know about this, old den?
Things you should know? The den's not really that kind of place. This is a quiet assignment. Keep an eye out for pirates, make sure smuggling's kept to a minimum, occasional rescue job out in the debris fields. Otherwise, it's mostly long haulers and staying ready for the day the Collective wants another round, or House Varun comes back in force.
Alright, I'll take those coordinates if you have them.
Sure thing. Here, this should get you pointed in the right direction. good hunting. And stay safe.
Supra, etc. You really didn't want those boots. Don't really know what I'm looking for. I guess nothing.
That was a pleasant change of scenery.
All green on release. We're free to fly. Locked in.
Yes?
Hey again.
emergency detected. Hatch override engaged. Error. File deletion cannot be completed. Ending process.
It's incredible that living things can adapt to survive constant exposure to this high temperature.
Yeah, I don't think he kept his ship in very good condition. Might even be some kind of reactor leak or something.
Let me know when you're ready to launch.
Docking seal released. Smooth jump. Nice work.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. You are cleared to land in New Atlantis.
Good to go for landing.
My love.
Hey, you need something?
Doing a great job, Heller.
When you have a moment.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Have things for you.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
She knows. I'll be back. All right.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays?
I tried to bring him in, but he wasn't having any of it.
I'm not surprised. The man fled every consequence he ever faced. Of course, you don't expect me to just take you at your word, do you?
And what if I told you it all burned up in the explosion?
I'd say it'd be a waste of your and Hadrian's time to have to track down the research team on your own. Surely you found something.
I found his ID.
Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world.
Now can we get on with it?
This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Niira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome.
Why are you being so helpful?
I dedicated my life to the United Colonies. Every effort of my being to their protection. I even gave them my heirs. Even if my circumstances have changed, my purpose has not.
This better be worth it.
You're saving the galaxy, Captain. What tool wouldn't you use to protect it?
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Yeah. I don't like that guy. In case it's unclear, I don't like that guy in there.
Let me guess. You missed me and you couldn't stay away.
Basically all the time, Sarah. You have anything for me?
I should start charging for my services.
I'll pay. Let's get out of here.
Excellent.
know we're kind of on a clock, but feels good to do good deeds. People always need transport.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please.
Cargo always needs hauling. And Crimson Fleet always needs killing.
To lift off when you are, Captain.
Enjoy your stay.
This is a nice ship. You're
Just
very
plot a
lucky.
course carefully. Spacers are everywhere these days.
You look well.
Happy you're here, Captain.
About time we got out of there. Achieving orbit now.
Prepare for jump.
Jump complete. Normal propulsion restored.
Thank you. Pick up the hail.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have a little encounter. Don't worry, our ship can handle it.
We finally found you, criminal. Now we're gonna let you in.
This isn't gonna go the way that you want it to.
We came all this way and we spent a ton on supplies. You must be out of your mind to think this ends with you alive.
I could fly circles around every one of your ships.
Hate to say it, but you got a lot more firepower than I was expecting. I guess we're done here. For now, anyway.
Smart choice. Preparing for landing.
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
Thank you for traveling with me. And
Happy to be back on solid ground.
have a nice trip. This is the way out.
Hey, how are you?
Liftoff looks good. All systems look. Hell of a view from here. Grav drive spinning down. Systems green.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. Welcome to Mars. You are cleared to land at Sidonia.
I used to keep my suit walks short.
Setting down. Everything in the green.
They appear to have cleaned up nicely.
Oh, damn cold here. Going to need a hot cup of coffee after this.
They might keep it that way for a reason, I don't know.
Captain, welcome back.
Major?
Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen?
If I'm honest, doesn't really feel much different.
To each their own. Still remember my ceremony. 19 years old, standing on the front deck of Mast, looking over the city. One of the proudest days of my life. But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them.
What eats a Terramorph?
Well, ate. They went extinct a few decades back. A big lumbering thing called an Aceles. Something I'd love to learn more about, if we had the people to look into it.
Well, I suppose I can help with that. I found your research team. Well, most.
That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser?
Well... He's my next stop. I was told I would need your help overcoming his security protocols?
That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Well, how? How exactly did you manage to find them?
I had some help, but for right now, I think we need to leave it at that.
You can't be... Oh, you are serious. Okay. No more questions. But still, getting Kaiser back, that gives us more than a few new paths forward on dealing with the Terramorphs. But if he's been out there on his own all this time, you're gonna need something. Come on. We've already made a lot of progress getting this place back online. Some of the containment chambers were a bit on the unpleasant side, but the facility staff made short work of that.
It almost looks brand new compared to when I first came in here.
I know it's here somewhere. Uh-huh. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine?
Unfortunately, wandering a world called Niira, and based on history, we know where that is.
A battlefield? On Niira? Ugh, sheesh. No wonder no one's found him. That sector of Niira was destination #1 for xenoweapons during the war. Add to that general environmental devastation, and the kind of lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world, and that planet's got more than enough ways to make a visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any.
Why is Kaiser so valuable to stopping the Terramorphs?
Kaiser lets us do field work with a level of precision that there's really no other way to accomplish. More than a few of the options we're looking into. Detectors to uncover the Terramorph transmission method, or crafting a targeted biological agent. They require highly specific materials to test against. And asking a group of Marines to accompany us for that kind of work, well, it usually ended up with ruined samples and wounded teammates.
Makes sense. Anything you can tell me about Niira that isn't in the propaganda?
The Colony War saw a lot of hard fighting, but Niira got it the worst. Everything the Freestar Collective and UC could muster, ground troops, xenoweapons, mechs, was hurled into the fray. Both sides hoped something would decisively turn the tide, but it never did. When the war finally ended, swaths of that world were so devastated they were effectively abandoned. So what Kaiser's doing there of all places, I can only guess at.
All right then, I'm off to Niira.
And I'll make sure we're ready to put him to use as soon as you've got him.
Don't worry, Sarah. I'll tell her what I told you about where we got the information. But she needs to concentrate on other things right now.
Yes, what?
Head to my crew position.
I can think of other positions I'd like your head at.
What is it?
Dust off complete. We're locking into orbit now. Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece.
Wrong place, wrong time. Shit. It's the Mantis! Mantis!
Yeah, right. Scanning. Damn it! Speed up the drives!
We're leaving. Sorry. Faster! Please, please, don't kill me!
Target has lost their grab drive. They cannot jump away. Targets lost their shields. You took out their jump drive. Enemy shield on jump drive is offline.
Well, aside from what was just going on, heard anything interesting?
I swear Chunks changed their recipe. Just doesn't taste the same anymore.
Well, you have a nice day and try to stay safe.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
Great day for some exploring, huh?
This is the result of humankind laying waste to a planet in the name of war. The ecosystem here has been totally destroyed.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Heat leeches are the worst. A lot of security here.
Ah, my day just got a whole lot brighter. Ah, I miss talking to you already.
I'm pleased to see scrappers disassembling these mechs. Damn war machines are better off being erased from history.
Excuse me. I don't know if you'll be able to help.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor.
Pleasure to meet you. My name's Kidaen.
So formal. The pleasure is all mine, my friend. Angelo Alonso, at your service. You can call me Jill. Can I get you started on a tab, then? Or you here to try and make your fortune in the fields? I'm happy to take your credits however you want to hike them over.
Well, I'm actually looking for a robot. Goes by the name Kaiser. Told he roams this area.
Kaiser? No bot around here with that tag. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren. His white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him.
What's a siren?
Nasty kind of alien left behind after the colony war. Pretty much blind. Original ones brought to Niira were all xeno-weapons. But those critters have long since passed. But they left behind more than enough untrained babies to keep the fields plenty interesting.
Great. Well, that could be him. The robot I'm looking for worked with the United Colonies Xeno-Warfare team.
That's where I recognize that insignia. Red Devils. Yeah, Ahab's definitely your bot. So, sounds like you've got two options. You can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him, maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here. So if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser's location. Going rate's a little steep, but I'm willing to negotiate.
Look, I'm not even from the UC. I'm collective-born. Trust me when I say it's in all our best interest if I find Kaiser sooner rather than later.
You and everybody else here. But, fine. I'll give you the neighborly discount.
Can we work, something else out here?
I'm listening.
Look, you don't seem to understand how important this information is.
I do understand. I'm trying to figure out a way to help you, okay?
Well, let's be honest. You're trying to help yourself, but nobody needs to know you did it for free.
Maybe. Need to think about it. Okay. You made your point. I'll give you a discount.
Fine. Just tell me where it is.
Pleasure doing business with you. So, last anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse. Shipwreck about a quarter click down the main strip. One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of beacon. Just keep your ears open. You should find your machine. Eyes open, too. Sirens and Ecliptic out there, and neither takes prisoners. Oh, and corpse retrieval is not included in this transaction, so now you know. Give Ahab a Kaiser our best.
Thank you for your help. Let's go see if we can find a robot.
Take him down.
I tell you, I'm glad you weren't in this mess, Sarah. Oh, good. Trash, monsters, mechs. Acidic fluids. What a wonderful place.
Didn't even worth the sweat.
Something's out there. So many lives lost when these UC ships were destroyed. Brings back painful memories.
You may have guessed by now, I wasn't just a combat medic. I started as a ground pounder. Turned out I was pretty good at shooting from distance. So, got assigned a different job. The combat medic thing? Not even a part of it. Not really. I just had to know how to fix myself and my spotter.
They're gone!
The reason I left? I don't actually like the killing. Or rather, that's the problem. I did kinda like it. Maybe even do still. But I didn't like feeling that I liked it. So, that's why I left.
Look at the state of this ship. It's as though it's been picked apart from the inside out.
Nos belly machinus?
Voice. Controls. Unlocked. Attempting to resume. Attempting to. Error. Power. Level. Insufficient. Battery. Required. Type. Microcell. Inquire at. Salvage yard.
Well, if it's not one thing, it's always another. I suppose he's not going anywhere. You said you sell stuff, right?
Finest supplies on the planet. Also, only supplies on the planet.
Just told you might have a microcell?
Ah, so that's where your machine's been. Ran out of juice. Heat leeches, wasn't it? Those little stowaways are everywhere on this rock. Suck the power out of a pen light if you let them. But a microcell, that's military-grade tech. I think we might have one, but I can promise you, it's not going to be cheap. You could probably Frankenstein one together using our fabrication system here, but only if you had some quality schematics. So, I just brace for a little sticker shock.
You have the tools to make them here?
Wouldn't have lasted real long here, doing what we do without a top-notch fabrication system. So long as you've got the specs, it should be able to handle making you a microcell. But finding materials up to the task, you're likely going to be sifting through quite a few mech hulks out there to find what you need. Though, if you think you can actually manage something like that, I'm willing to make you a deal. I'll point you towards the juiciest harvest sites. Spots where you should be able to find quality parts. But in return, any excess materials you collect, you sell to me, all right? Save us from risking our necks on another run out there. What do you say?
Will I actually be able to find what I need to build a microcell out there?
I can't give you a guarantee, but a couple of mech types use microcells to power non-critical systems, running lights, radar, that sort of stuff. All the intact microcells will be long gone, too valuable. But the parts to make one, much better chance those are still lying around. So what do you say? Sell me what you don't need, and I'll tell you where to look.
All right.
Then let me just mark those collection points. Watch yourself out there.
Why don't you tell me what you are gonna pay, what you'd sell me it for?
Don't forget, whatever else you find, no better selection on the planet.
$9,000? It's not like I don't have the money. But I'm game. Honestly, I think I'm gonna purchase the one he has too. Just in case. Better to have a spare than to go without.
Ecliptic must be getting desperate if they've resorted to searching piles of scrap for mech parts. Ooh, that jump looked painful. Not doing that.
Well, hopefully that's enough.
That should help us out.
And hey, I'd like to buy that one off you anyway.
What can I do for you? All legal, I swear.
Go again.
Battery accepted. Operational power levels restored. Analyzing. Residual damage detected. Impact shielding. Visual systems. Damage within acceptable limits. Thank you for your aid. I must resume my mission. Please step aside.
Your mission is superseded. Major Sanan wants you back.
Major Sanan will have to wait. I cannot leave my mission. Although previous attempts to disarm the weapon have been unsuccessful, additional support may allow me to complete my active mission more quickly, allowing me to leave this place.
Alright now, what's this mission?
My mission is the disarmament of Unit XW-99. Designation, Siren. Niira's final active Xeno weapon, 99, has proven a far more formidable adversary than its peers. Will you aid me with disarmament?
I'm sorry. You're chasing a real, living Xeno weapon? Weren't they all wiped out?
They will be. Unit 99 has proven a capable adversary. External support, however, seems the most likely path to disarming it.
Aren't there a lot of these sirens running around? Why is killing this one so important?
During the Colony War, handling of Unit 99 and its peers were among my personal duties. Deploy Unit 99. Defend Unit 99 against hostile forces. But above all, ensure Unit 99 was never used against non-combatants. When I was separated from the Xeno-warfare team with the Armistice, Unit 99 and its broodmates remained here, causing many non-combatant deaths. So I am here to correct my mistake. I have nearly succeeded in disarming their brood. Only Unit 99 remains.
If that's the only way I can get you to come with me, well, let's go.
Follow me. Mind your step. As you have no doubt witnessed, this region can be hazardous to organics.
Apparently it can be hazardous to non-organics as well. Hate those things.
I am detecting Unit 99, but there is a complication. Unit 99 is on the other side of that reach, but it appears to be under the control of hostile forces. Sensors suggest Ecliptic. A mercenary company like Ecliptic would only want Unit 99 to utilize it as a weapon. This means Unit 99 must be disarmed immediately. Standard procedure would be a frontal assault on the outpost. No quarter given. Do you concur?
Your standard operating procedure is a little bit, dangerous. Why don't you wait here and I'll check it out myself?
Very well. I will wait for your return.
And Sarah, you're an amazing spotter, but would you mind?
What's happening, darling?
Wait here?
Hurry back.
Thank you.
Scan any promising leads?
just make sure that control module's gone. Thanks for trusting me, Sarah.
The two of us make quite the pair, eh?
I like to think so.
Excellent.
Our
Job's
work
done.
here is finished. Now, what is this mission you spoke of? Major Sinan is involved?
Yeah, well, we've reunited, the Xenoweapons team to stop a possible plague of Terramorph attacks. We're not trying to make more of the Xenoweapons, we're trying to kill them.
That is a cause I would like to be a part of. You are docked at one of a kind. I will meet you there.
Sounds good. I can see why that combat robot was so dangerous. He's fast.
Hey, Captain. Where are we headed next?
Back to Mars, I think.
Let's put this bird into space. Aim point reached. Orbit stable. Switching over to standard engines.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. You're cleared to land.
You sure it's safe out there?
I will meet you inside the facility.
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
Hello.
Hello, Atrasia.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanon, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion? Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinian. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with.
So the problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning
Careful. Low gravity means one wrong step and you could go flying.
But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on. I'll walk you through what we're thinking.
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Niira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asyles?
I remember you mentioning it.
Apparently, they were bloodhounds for terramorphs.
But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asylees were chosen to fill in the gaps. We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course, using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asylees' hunting skills to track down the Terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the Terramorph problem definitively.
Are these things dangerous?
If you pick a fight with one, or you're a Terramorph, sure. But Asylees were already spread across the galaxy once before during the Colony War. As livestock, they're far less of a danger than the one we're proposing to clean up.
Okay. And they could really clean up entire worlds of the Terramorphs?
All our data suggests so. Asylees, they're impressive hunters. The few tests we've been able to run, well, they more than got the job done. They're also shockingly adaptable. The data suggests they're able to thrive just about anywhere, and we plan to selectively breed them so they can hunt Terramorphs wherever they're hiding. Which is important, because we did some cross-referencing in the Terramorph data. On worlds where Asylees were present, Terramorphs weren't. This suggests that however it is Terramorphs are getting onto our worlds, Asylees are somehow cleaning that up as well. These creatures are good at what they do.
Using aliens to our own ends. Sounds like Xeno Warfare Team all over again.
I suppose that's a fair comparison. Except that this time, we'd be protecting human lives, not ending them. Now, there is another option for removing the Terramorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient, but riskier. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with Terramorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asylees.
What kind of risks do you think there are with the microbe?
Percival assures me that they're minimal. He'll be able to encode safeguards against mutation in the agent's genetics, so that they stick to the task of cleaning up Terramorphs. But the microscopic world has a tendency to behave in ways you can't always predict. So to say there's zero risk would be a lie.
Yeah, manipulation on that level? I don't know. Who exactly is going to be doing all this work, dispersing either the microbe or the Asylees?
Well, that's still not 100%. But it sounds like the Vanguard will actually be picking up a fair bit of it. But there's no sense in hammering down those sorts of details before we've made a decision on which route we're taking.
Well, let's discuss how we make these plans a reality.
Well, so that's tricky. Both plans are going to take major investments in time and resources. We're talking years of work, not to mention some highly specialized materials. Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asylees gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes' tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around.
But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinian.
Londinian also had an Asili's population?
It was the central hub for Asili's processing during the Colony War. But, and this part's exciting, the Terramorph data suggests Asilis were first found there. The planet it's on, Toliman II, was their homeworld. Meaning, there's a very good chance their prey, the Terramorphs, came from that same world. Which would also explain why no one ever suspected that planet as the Terramorph source world. The Asilis were too damn effective at cleaning them up. Additionally, it explains why once the Asilis were gone, the outbreak there was so catastrophic. Londinian could very well be where the Terramorph saga began. And the key to its end.
Are we even allowed to go on Londinian?
It's certainly not encouraged, but the UC's given their sign-off for this excursion. This trip is all above board.
Well, if that's what it's gonna take.
I think this is the answer we've been looking for. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatoum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there.
But you need to know, Londinian, it belongs to the Terramorphs.
They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
Here we go again.
This is quite an impressive research facility. When it comes to the study of the Terramorph, the Red Devils are sparing no expense.
It's a damn shame that it was necessary to reopen this facility. But someone has to deal with the fact that the Terramorphs have resurfaced.
I was told to see you?
Oh, this goddamn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now you, what do you need?
Let me introduce myself. Captain Kidaen. I'm with the Vanguard. I've been helping Hadrian.
Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard. But sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city. So, thank you for what you did there.
You're welcome. I hope your family was all right.
Yeah, they both came through okay. One science division, other's an artist. Effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be anywhere near the fighting. Still, would hate to see anything happen to them. Now, what was it you needed?
I get the sense this isn't the first time you've worked in this place. Would that be accurate?
That's correct. Ran logistics for the Devils for years before getting the assignment here. Military logistics isn't usually thrilling work, but as bone-crushingly exhausting as this job could be, it sure as hell was never dull. Coordinating habitats for nightmares from the far side of Lantana 8B and their favorite breathing snack foods? Sure, why not? Stocking the UC for a rancher who's got 2,000 grade A kilos of biomass he can ship to Mars per week? We call days like that Tuesday. So when I heard things might be opening up again, I put in for my transfer immediately.
And what do you think about the new project, taking on the Terramorphs?
If anyone can pull off something as downright lunatic as that, it's these people. And I'll make sure they've got all the supplies they might need to make it a reality.
Well, let me see what you've got.
No more reliable hardware in the galaxy.
Time to get this shit moving.
How have you been?
I've been better, Lynn, but it's not really much that can be done about it.
Where are we off to this time, Captain? Orbital pattern locked in.